So what do you have to contribute to this review of the uh, Doctor Who Christmas special 2017, Twice Upon a Time? What are your thoughts, Mark?
It was alright.
Okay, so today is Christmas Day, as you can see. We've just watched Doctor Who and the Twice Upon a Time episode. This is the famous episode where Peter Capaldi's Doctor regenerates into the first woman Doctor. Dun dun dun.
Which could be a flop or it could be good.
Yes, it could be a disaster or
Yeah, probably will be
a success. We'll have to see. It's either going to go one of two ways. So, Mark, did you even watch the episode?
Yeah.
Were you paying attention?
Not really.
Not really.
It was kind of hard to see what's happening. Probably the hardest.
That's because Mark was lying on the floor playing with
What
Christmas
are you talking about?
You were lying on the floor playing Christmas.
You were on your
Christmas.
phone.
I wasn't. I was writing comments for this interview, which you can see here.
Oh.
I was writing my review. So what do you have to contribute to this review of the Doctor Doctor Who Christmas special 2017, Twice Upon a Time? What are your thoughts, Mark?
It was alright.
See, Mark is not a big Doctor Who fan. But tell the audience, Mark, what you think of Peter Capaldi.
I don't like him. He's old and he's just not for the part, you know.
He's not my son.
No, but like the other doctors like Matt Smith and David Tennant and the other guy, he's not bald, but
Christopher Eccleston.
Shaved kind of hair, like
Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah, those three doctors were really good. The next one, Peter Capaldi, I just don't like him.
Yes, no one in my family liked Peter Capaldi apart from me. I thought Peter Capaldi was more like somewhere between Tom Baker and John Pertwee, who my son... Actually, you have seen Tom Baker.
I don't like it.
Yeah, that's just not on. Tom Baker's my favourite Doctor.
It's because you were like, in the old days, and you were like, oh, this is amazing television. First
in
time.
The olden days?
Well, not the olden days, but you know what I mean.
I'm
the older times.
Extremely disappointed in you saying that.
No, it's just, the way...
Tom Baker will be forever my favourite Doctor. So Tom Baker. Did I say Tom Baker?
I just don't like the sound effects and special effects.
All right.
So
it was
bad.
of its time, but Tom Baker as an actor, even today, because I've watched Tom Baker the entire season. I watched it when I was his age originally, and I've watched the full set of Tom Baker episodes twice, end to end. Working out in the last 3 or 4 years. And I've watched John Pertwee's episodes start to finish in the last couple of years twice. I'm going through his third time. That John Pertwee was a bit... We're getting off track here. But John Pertwee and Tom Baker, Peter Capaldi's a bit more like them. I always thought John Pertwee was a bit too harsh. Even watching it now, I think he's a little bit too serious. And Peter Capaldi sort of ventures into that territory, not completely, but he does. The first couple of episodes he was very like John Pertwee, a bit too harsh, a bit too hard to take. He softened as a Doctor as he went through, which he had to, because I think he was turning audiences off, and that worked well. I think Peter Capaldi was a good Doctor. I think what let him down was he wasn't young and the girls didn't like him, like Matt Smith. Michelle, my wife, doesn't watch Doctor Who now, didn't watch tonight's episode. It was just Mark and I. So I think having a woman may help and may not.
Don't think it will.
I'm not
I thought
sure.
It was going to be like a really...
I think it's a bit of the BBC being liberal left, just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Which may backfire, but we'll see.
See Cara. No. No, I'm not talking about that.
By the way, before we go any further, there are spoilers in this review, okay? There are spoilers. If you haven't seen it, do not watch anymore. Come back and watch this review afterwards. We're going to tell you what we think. So continue.
Is that what her name is? Yeah.
Clara.
Clara, not Cara. Clara, if she was the doctor, I think I'll be alright. But it was a weird. The girl doctor didn't look very,
Clara makes an
She
appearance.
looked a bit old. She looked like I'm a celebrity Labour politician, but blonde hair.
No,
She kind of did.
she's not that bad looking.
Wow. I wouldn't laugh.
Okay, so let's get down to the
Push it
review.
that far.
I thought the episode was very, very good. I almost cried a couple of times.
What?
Yes.
I thought I was kind of thinking, are you crying because of all the memories of Doctor Who?
Yes. There was a little bit of that.
I thought that was cool, and I was like, well, it doesn't really mean anything to me because I never watched those.
Yes, if you're a diehard Doctor Who fan, this will probably bring a couple of tears to your eye and tug at your heartstrings quite a bit. The beginning of it, where they start with an old William Hartnell episode, and I never saw any of the William Hartnell episodes, apart from maybe the first one, which they showed on BBC recently. But they started with it, and they transitioned from one of those episodes from the original William Hartnell character to the new what do you call him? David Bradley, is he called? The new the guy that plays the first Doctor now. It was done fantastic, really well done, really well done.
Good.
That was amazing, and with the companions and everything. I mean, I just thought, wow, this is a great start. What a start! And then William Hartnell, the first Doctor's character, is trying to catch up and sort of, get to grips with the new Doctor, his new latest incarnation, and that's quite funny. And the whole sexism thing is quite funny, where the old Doctor in the 60s would have been, referring to women as doing cleaning and so on. That was quite funny, very funny in fact. They made a bit of a joke of that. But best quote for me was when the first Doctor enters into the TARDIS and he sees the whole TARDIS has changed. He says, "What have you done on my TARDIS?" But before that, I think it was before that, he said, "Have I been burgled?" Because the whole place has been changed. So that was very funny, very, very funny.
Normally, if you find it really funny, you go like, ha ha.
No, I thought it was very good. I thought that was a great quote. And loved the old TARDIS when they went back. You remember they went from the new TARDIS into the first old TARDIS? Cool. And they made a comment about the windows being a bit smaller. Then, of course, they go in, and the old TARDIS was very much like what it would have been originally from the first series way back when. Fantastic, really, really well done. Yes, there was a fantastic bit. It was all set. So basically, it starts with this guy, an officer in the First World War, and he's just about to, he's having a standoff or a sit-off with this German soldier.
Oh, yeah.
And they have to return him back to that moment in time, and you think he's going to die, and he, what's your name? Will you go meet my family? Sure. What's your name? Lethbridge Stewart. And that's when I almost cried.
What's Lethbridge Stewart?
Lethbridge Stewart is the colonel that first, I think he first appeared when John Pertwee. So he was John Pertwee for most of his seasons. He was based on Earth, and he sort of joined up with a firm, an organisation called UNIT, and the guy that ran UNIT was Lethbridge Stewart, and he was with him for the whole of the third Doctor, and also for part of Tom Baker's Doctor, not so much, but part of it. And then he died in real life, the guy that played him, and then his daughter, his character's daughter, came into the episodes in David Tennant's Doctor, I think.
She made birth to him.
No, that was her grandfather.
Right.
That was the First World War. Stay with me, Mark. Anyway, I thought that was really, really nice. But the bit that really got me going, and it was really inspired. Now, Stephen Moffat, to my mind, has done some good episodes. He's done some really bad episodes as well. Really frustrating episodes. This was one of his best, actually. So the bit where they when the Doctor brings the officer back, he puts him, he doesn't want him to die, he doesn't want to lose anybody else, but he sort of cheats and he brings him back. It was a couple of hours later, because he knows that this day is about to be Christmas armistice, which really happened in the First World War. And of course that's when they start singing and they stop fighting, and they play football and stuff, and they reenact that scene.
Why did they go back to fight?
Well, that's reading history, part of history, darling.
To be honest, if they are playing football, either teams would have a chance to just kill them all.
They didn't do that.
But why?
Okay, let's move on, because Mark is only 13, doesn't read what he's saying. Anyway, I thought that was a really good scene. I thought it was very well done. That was the one that nearly put me over the edge into crying. It was very, very well done.
I thought it was just the screen that was.
Was there a baddie? No. There was maybe a baddie, but it turned out it wasn't a baddie. That was kind of not really that relevant, to be honest. It was a bit sort of, where is this going with the testimony and the good Dalek? The good Dalek was a bit of a tie-in to, I think, the first season of Peter Capaldi.
I didn't get that because.
Do you remember the first? I think it was the first season. It might even have been the first episode of the first season. I can't remember.
Maybe.
But there was a Dalek. It was a soul Dalek, and Peter Capaldi's character went inside the Dalek and turned him into a good Dalek.
Oh yeah.
So that's what happened, and that's why.
Hold on. What was the episode where when you looked through the eye, it was Bill?
Oh no, that wasn't Bill. That was Clara.
Clara.
Yeah, that was actually Clara being introduced to Doctor Who, and that was. I think it might have been Matt Smith's Doctor. Oh, it must have been because that's when Clara was.
I always think it's a new companion and a doctor every time, but it's not. It's like changes, so it's like. Where do the companions go? Do they die or?
Some die, some don't. Bill Potts died. He turned into Cyberman.
Cyberman,
which is one of the most convoluted plots ever.
Or they?
That was
is Cyberman
not a good
evil?
plot. Sorry?
Is Cyberman not evil?
Yeah, Cybermen are evil.
But there was a new version of them or something.
They're all evil. All the Cybermen are evil.
So why was he all chill with her? Like not.
No.
What was she, a glass?
The whole point was these guys, the testimony, right?
Okay,
they come and they get her memories before she became a Cyberman. That's effectively what happened. So the Bill Potts that was in tonight's episode.
Was that when she was in hospital?
It was yes, when she just before she dies, they get her then.
But that was the only way to cure her or something.
They didn't cure her. She did die. She did become a Cyberman.
Oh.
So the Bill Potts tonight was her memories. Okay, anyway. That's what the episode's about, but it kind of basically it's all leading up to the reincarnation.
Yeah. So
that was all good, and of course then you have the bit at the end. It's a bit like when David Tennant transformed or reincarnated, and all his past companions, some of his past companions come and visit him. Billy Piper, if you remember, famously come back into that episode. So I hadn't really thought about this, but yes, that I guess in reflection that was coming, and that's what happened here. So you had what do you call him? Matt Lucas's character.
Lucas, yeah.
I've forgotten his name. What's his name called? Tip of my tongue. No. His character. Matt Lucas's character. Norwald, is it? Something like that.
Norwald?
Anyway, something like that. And then of course Clara comes back, and that was Victoria, who's on ITV tonight. Anyway, that was quite good, and
I wish
nice.
she was still a companion because I don't like Bill.
Yeah, well, Bill was okay.
Right.
Anyway, then he reincarnates, and we have the first female Doctor, and I not gonna badmouth it, but I'm also gonna say on the record, I'm not sure about it, and I do think this is the BBC being all liberal left and saying, "Oh, we've got to have a woman." Because the Doctor is the Doctor and he has been a male Doctor. It's like changing James Bond into a female. Why do that? Why not just create a female secret agent and call her 008? Wouldn't that be a good idea? I mean, how many female characters? Look at all the female characters through the years. For example, what we see, like Atomic Blonde, right? Great character, female. Let's just change her into a bloke. Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. Keep it female. Keep it male.
It's weird having a female companion and a female Doctor.
Well, I suspect they'll have a lot of fun with that because Bradley Walsh is coming into this, although he's a bit older than she is in real life as well. So it'll be interesting. Now, Bradley Walsh, look, it could be good, it could be great, it could be complete and utter disaster. And you're taking a huge risk, an unnecessary risk, I might add. Doctor Who's one of the BBC's biggest exports after that episode. What did they call it? Was it Grand Tour? Oh no, that's what it's called now on Amazon Prime. Top Gear. Little bit of politics.
Sponsor us so we can get.
So, which we love Grand Tour. We love Grand Tour.
Yeah,
we've watched all 3 episodes
best.
of the season 2 already, and it's fantastic. But anyway,
3. I thought it was only 2.
Back to Doctor Who and the Christmas special. I would say it's one of the best Christmas specials we've had. Actually.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Because there's been some pretty bad ones.
The facehugger one wasn't the best.
The facehugger one was brilliant.
Was it?
It was like Alien. It was fantastic.
Oh no. Talking about the
Don't listen to him.
No.
Anyway, if you're a Doctor Who fan, you're going to watch it anyway, and you should watch it. You get what you get in the Christmas specials. Some are good, some are bad.
All the Christmas ones were good. Remember the snowmen? They were so cool. Scary ones.
The Killer Snowman, that was a good one, yeah.
What about the other one? No, there was another one with Clara, or maybe it wasn't a Christmas special. It was like this crow thing.
I know the one. I don't think it was
remember?
a Christmas special though.
No, it wasn't. It was really weird though. It was like every time it passed, you had to do something. Anyway, off topic.
Off topic. But we got to finish this review. This is Christmas Day. Look, we're taking time out of our busy schedule on Christmas Day to do this recording. Now we're going to post it tomorrow as part of our 12 days of Christmas.
I thought you were saying none of the live streams were counting.
This isn't the live stream. We're recording it locally and we're going to upload it for tomorrow. So we're recording this on the 25th. We've just watched it on BBC iPlayer. We didn't watch it when it was live because we were doing Christmas presents still. And
what do you mean still? We're not doing them anymore.
We were doing them whenever Doctor Who was on.
Oh.
Still. And then my wife and the in-laws are watching Strictly Come Dancing and Call the Midwife. So we went in to watch a proper TV show, Doctor Who. And
can we watch Miranda after? Or Father Ted, or wee cheeky episode IT.
My son, it's only 8 o'clock, 8:30. Let's watch something else.
I thought I was gonna fall asleep, but
we're tired. We got up early this morning. Anyway, that's it for now. So, Mark.
Oh my gosh.
Mark.
And Dave.
Sorry again.
Mark.
No, I do Mark, even though you're Mark.
No, the reason why I said oh my gosh was because I haven't had breakfast for like 5 days.
Okay.
Sorry.
Mark.
And Dave.
Out.
Oh no, do it again. Mark.
No, I do Mark. Mark. Okay, and Mark.
And Dave.
Out.
Oh no, you didn't do it. Mark.
No, I do Mark.
Okay, you do it.
Mark.
And Dave.
Out.
Okay, you say it too fast.
I don't say too fast.
1, 2, 3.
By the way,
out.
Happy Christmas. Okay.
Yeah, happy Christmas.
Okay.
Wait, no, we have to tell them this. YouTube Live, yeah. At Mark and Dave.
This isn't YouTube Live.
No, wait.
Oh, that was faded that in the last one. She said, subscribe to our channel. It's Mark and Dave M.A.D. is the name of our YouTube channel.
Instagram. And
our Instagram account. And our Facebook account, which you must follow.
Yes.
And what else do we have?
Smash the like
Those
button.
are the main ones. And our website is markanddave.tv.
Yes. And you need to check that out because a lot of videos that we haven't published are on that. And also subscribe and hit the bell to get notified for every video we do.
And that's enough.
That's enough.
Mark.
And Dave.
Out.
Back in!